What's up, everyone? So it's the weekend, and yesterday I wasn't really feeling like doing this quarter very bad, so I prepped out this roof and actually put a little glob on the front of it up there. There's a few little dimples. There's a couple right in here. But anyway, it's the weekend, and I'm kind of feeling like just messing with something else. So here's what we're thinking. So in my chaotic nature, I think I'm going to drag this Model A out and get it tore apart. I ordered all the plates to box the frame and everything, so I can put whatever, if I run this motor, a small block, whatever, no matter what I put in it, I want the rails boxed. So those are going to be here, I believe, Wednesday. So I think today we're going to just get everything on this frame gutted out, get it cleaned up, and just kind of be ready for that. Like I said, I kind of bounce around a bit, but on the weekends I kind of want to just do what I want to do. And I mean, I don't know, the Le Mans I want to work on too, but it's kind of nice to have a little break now and then of dust and everything. So yeah, let's pull this thing out of the corner and we will start disassembling. So kind of how I'm doing things is like this car I'm probably going to end up selling. So I want to get it together, make a cool hot rod, drive it a little bit, and I'll probably end up flipping it. So it's like I'm kind of treating this like Monday through Friday, work on it, you know, do it as I can, and, you know, make progress on that. But I also like to have fun. And today, I'm not really feeling this. And I don't know, I just watched a show, a guy just finished up his Model A and everything, and it kind of got me jazzed. And I was talking to my girlfriend, and it's like, well, let's go kind of mess with that. So I got on my phone, ordered the boxing plates and everything. And so yeah, I do tend to bounce around, but it keeps me in a way focused. So, you know, but it's like for the weekend, I'm going to mess with this. I will probably work on this weekend also, but just this morning, I'm not really feeling like laying in the dirt and dust. So gutting this will be productive, and it's something I feel like doing. So that's what I do. Go with the flow. So I just kind of threw this Hemi in there just to kind of mock it up and see, and it's nowhere near where it needs to be or anything, but I just had little pieces of pipe tacked. Everything's just kind of cobbled into here. So, but I'm going to get that out, and we're going to pull the body off of it and everything, get this frame exposed. And yeah, I want to get it all cleaned up, maybe weld up the holes I'm not using and stuff. And then when my boxing plates come, I can just get those slammed on and then start putting this together. And I don't know, we were talking about doing this just on the weekends. And I basically have 3 weeks for kind of one of the end of the year shows we have here, and it's at a big theme park, and it would be kind of cool to maybe try and drive this in there. Whether it's doable, I don't know, but right now that's what we're kind of thinking. So but anyway, I'm gonna blow this thing apart, and we're gonna see what this frame looks like and what we need to do. Alrighty, so the motor is now out, so that definitely opened up some space. This Hemi is a monster. It's huge. I don't know what these weigh, but it is a big boy, and they don't put out a whole lot of horsepower, but the cool factor's there. So I still not totally sure this is what I'm going to run, but I do want something on the traditional line. So most likely we're going to put this in, but I don't know. I'm going to get all this cleaned up, and we're going to get this body off of here. So I'm getting ready to pull the body off of this, and it'd be nice to be movable and everything. So years ago, when I used to do a lot of truck beds and different stuff, I made this dolly. It's laying on its side. But I'm going to cut it down so it's about working height. It'll actually be a little bit lower than what the body is on there. And I can leave the body on here. Maybe I'll chop the top while it's on there. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's definitely going to make it easier to move the body around while we're getting this frame dealt with. So yeah, I'm going to cut it down. I think it'll be a 21-inch height. I'm cutting it right there. We'll weld the casters back on, and we'll have a cart. Boy, I am off on my cut. This isn't rocket surgery. This cart just had two of these big ones on the back, and you had to lift it up and move it around. And for this, I found these littler guys. They're not quite as beefy, but I got two swivels and two solids, so I can steer this around the shop, and I don't got to lift it up. And it's just kind of being resourceful. So this could be your kid's swing set or anything, but it's going to make my life easier. Even wobbly.
Woohoo! Measured once, cut once. Wow.
The body is off and on this stand, and I am sweating. Me and Julianne have been fighting this thing. We got it off of here. One day I'll get a hoist in here, but until then, I just muscle everything around and somehow make it happen. But yeah, so the body's off. It's a good working height on this stand, so if I choose to do body work or chop the top or whatever, it's about where it would be on the car. So that worked out really well. And here is our bare bones frame. So I ordered all the plates to box all this inside. So it's good to get all this apart. So whenever I get bored or just need a distraction, I can get going on that. I'll probably go ahead and get everything else pulled out of this and just get it down to the bare bones frame and get it cleaned up, so when my parts come, it'll be ready. All right, so I went ahead, got the U-bolts undone here. All the mechanical brake rods are disconnected and everything, and the front, I have the U-bolts holding that in. I should be able to just pretty much lift the frame off these axles, and we are stripped down to the frame. So I am glad that I'm doing this today, because to sand the Bondo on the Pontiac in this heat, I am soaking wet, sweating, and it would be miserable. I've been working on the Le Mans in the evenings, so I haven't noticed it as bad, but today it is warm. Well, we are committed now. So front end's out, rear end's out. I'm gonna keep the front end. This banjo rear, I'll probably sell it because it just isn't gonna hold up for what I want to do. But yeah, the frame is stripped down. We got a few things we're gonna have to remove yet, but yeah, there's no going back now. Well, we're into it now. So I went ahead, there's some of the stuff I had to cut off that had some rivets and everything, so I got that stuff cleaned up. I did find there's a couple of cracks in this thing, surprisingly. Yeah, and then up here where the front spring mounts, that's all blown out. I'll have to get in and grind all that out. And then I think on the back on this other side, yeah, there's a little crack in here. Yeah, it's no cream puff, but it's not horrible. I don't know. But it's kind of one of those things, like I bought the boxing plates and then I look at this, it's like, well, maybe I should have just built a frame, but I kind of want to keep some of this original. It's not going to have big power. It should have enough to do burnouts, but yeah, I don't know. I think once I box it, and then I'm thinking this cross member will probably end up disappearing, and I'm going to build a big tube X and have a nice cross member in there. That should give it a lot more rigidity. And then I actually, when I do this body, I'm probably going to put some kind of a little bit of a roll cage in there or something, and I will tie it into the frame just for who knows what, because these things are mainly wood and a little bit of sheet metal. So but I think I can tuck it up. I built enough cages and stuff. I think I can tuck it up, and you won't even hardly know what's in there. So anyway, that's a ways down the road. Right now we're gonna make a big old cloud of orange dust and get this thing cleaned up. Well, we got this thing up on stands, and I went ahead and kind of wire wheeled and did a flap disc on this thing. I got it pretty well cleaned up on the top, bottom, and outsides. I still got to go inside of here and get those cleaned up. Like I say, this cross member most likely is going to come out, but I'm going to leave it in there to keep everything square for now. This will probably be a matter of putting the motor and tranny in a few times, putting the body on a few times, just getting everything figured out. But at least now this will be cleaned up, and once I get the inside cleaned up, when my plates come in, I can box this. And yeah, we'll get a bunch of the holes we're not using welded up and stuff. So again, it's more work than probably just buying some square tube and building a frame, but I just kind of want to keep this old school. Again, just something that you'd have done back in the day and you didn't just have everything at your fingertips. So that's the plan. So I think we're going to wrap her up tonight, and we'll probably mess with this a little bit tomorrow and see what we get done. So as you're learning, I bounce around a bit, but I don't really take any of this very seriously. This is just stuff I do to kind of, I don't know what else to do. So, but today we were feeling this thing, and I'm glad we did what we did, and it's a little bit of progress. And I don't know, maybe I'll start working on this on the weekends and spend my weeknights working on the Le Mans. It just kind of keeps things rotating, and I don't know, sometimes you're just not feeling it, so it's like you may as well work on something else. So that's exactly what we did, and we made good progress. So yeah, that's it for today, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.